The mandate of the caretaker committee appointed to run Kenyan football for 6 months by the government on the 11th of November expired earlier this week. In exercise of her powers, the Cabinet Secretary for Sports, Culture and Heritage, Amina Mohamed, put in place the caretaker body after disbanding the executive committee of the Football Kenya Federation. The move saw Kenya and world governing body FIFA at crosshairs, despite the government charging the axed federation bosses in court with corruption and embezzlement of public funds.
In my opinion, I think the Rhinos started beating FKF after the 2019 AFCON. There was a scandal and allegations of the federation embezzling funds meant for the preparation and seeing the national team through the AFCON 2019. You remember these were funds provided by the government. I think FKF's mistake was going all out, trying to defend themselves, and even accusing some ministry officials of being part of the scandal.
Fast forward to February this year, FIFA President Gianni Infantino indefinitely suspended Kenya alongside Zimbabwe from international football for government interference. The suspension has hit the country's domestic football.
Well, right now we cannot play in any international matches. We have qualifiers coming up. I was just seeing this morning that Cameroon has named a provisional squad that is going into camp. Remember, we are in the same group. We are supposed to travel to Yaoundé. We don't have a national team in place. We don't know who is the national team coach. So definitely, we are going to miss in international matches, and it's also going to be very complicated for our players to make moves abroad.
Earlier this month, the minister appointed a transitional committee made up mostly of members of the caretaker committee to run the sport for just over a month. This goes against FIFA's roadmap for Kenya to return to the international fold that will see a normalization committee made up of both government and the disbanded FKF officials formed to resolve the crisis. It has left the country now facing the bleak possibility of forfeiting its place in the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers that kick off on the 26th of May. And that is only a tip of what is to come if international football isolation continues.
There's no change really. Basically just the same thing. Committees set by government are not supposed to last more than 6 months. It's been 6 months and some few days. They're just trying to be smart and to find a way of still staying in power. 5 weeks is such a short time for them to achieve anything that they've not achieved in the 6 months.
Besides the AFCON qualifiers, the FIFA suspension means Kenya's senior and junior national teams and its clubs cannot play at any regional, continental and global tournaments. With the government and Zurich unwilling to budge, an uncertain future beckons. Enoxikolia, CGTN.